Mimi binafsi, waheshimiwa wabunge, nimehuzunishwa sana na tukio lile. Natoa pole kwa familia zote zilizopoteza wapendwa wao, na tunaomba Mwenyezi Mungu kama tulivyoomba awapumzishe kwa amani. Aidha, kwa majeruhi tunawaombea wapone kwa haraka, na kwa wale waliopoteza mali zao tunawaomba wawe na stahamala na uvumilivu. Serikali imechukua hatua ya kuunda tume ya kuchunguza yaliyotokea, yani inquiry commission, ili tujue kiini cha tatizo. Taarifa hiyo itatuongoza kujielekeza kwenye mazungumzo ya kuleta maelewano na amani.
All right, now what is happening in Tanzania? Samia Suluhu has announced that her government is forming a commission of inquiry to investigate the violence and deaths that occurs during the post-election unrest following the 29th October 2025 polls. Number two, in her address to the people, to the parliament, she expressed condolences to those who died, saying the events had deeply affected her, and emphasized that they need to understand root cause of reconciliation and peace. Number three, she pledged that her administration will engage in constitutional reform as part of reconciliation efforts. Number four, she acknowledged for the first time the scale of the incident publicly, saying that the state will set up a commission and work towards reconciliation and peace. Now, these actions come after election in which she was declared the winner with over 97% of the votes, as a result that prompted protest and significant international criticism of the electoral process. Now, one thing that I'm wonder, or it's confusing me. I wonder. She said that she's saddened. Okay. Now, when leaders talk like this, that this deeply affected me, we need to understand what happened. It is usual an attempt to distance themselves from blame. It is political damage control. Okay, a soft way of saying that I wasn't the one who did it, that I'm trying to fix it. Okay, but Tanzania is not a random village. It is a strong centralized state, and police don't wake up and shoot protesters on their own. Army doesn't deploy itself. They are being given orders. If people died, the chain of command ends with the head of state. So she cannot act like it's a natural observe. Number two, she's buying time. How I think she's buying time? Because creating commission of inquiry, this is a classic movie. It's like a movie. It's a move, let me say like that, because it delays accountability, cools down public anger, and makes the international community relax. But what usually happens is that they pick friendly commissions, they take months, they release a lukewarm report, and again, nobody powerful is pushed, and life moves on. And meanwhile, the victims, the families, will never get justice. Number three, she is trying to look clean internationally. She wants to appear as the reasonable leader of East Africa, especially after everyone praised her for being different from Magufuli. So when the election went dark and the killings happened, she has to protect her image by sounding innocent. But let me tell you, the global observers already say the election was not free. So this that I didn't know, that tone doesn't hold. Number four, Tanzania's youths sees through the PR. This is the part government fear. Gen Z is not like the old generation. They don't eat political drama. They question everything. They exposed everything. So the Tanzanians youth were already angry about the 97% election results. So that number alone tells you what story the government was trying to sell. Her speech won't calm them. It just shows she knows the ground is shaking. Number five, the gap between what she says and what she allowed. If she was truly innocent, why didn't she stop the violence immediately? Why did her government shut down protest areas? Why did her government shut down internets? Why did her security forces respond with the force instead of responding with dialogue? Why has no senior official stepped down? Accountability speaks louder than a sad speech. So, I say this. I'll say this. When President Samia came out and said that she was deeply affected, that she was saddened, that she wanted a commission, or she's forming a commission of inquiry, maybe on a surface it sounds as she's compassionate. But let's be honest here. That was a performance. It was 100% performance, a political strategy, a survivor tactic, and a way to distance herself from the direct blame. Because in every country, not just Tanzania, when state violence happens, the police do not act independently, but they act under command. They act under instruction. They act under policy. And you cannot have nationwide crackdowns, military deployment, election suppression, and then the president comes out and says, I didn't know, I'm shocked. So who is running the country? That shows me some people, a group of people are behind the country. They are running the country. Samia Suluhu doesn't know even who is running the country. Samia Suluhu doesn't know who is giving orders. Maybe that's what she want to tell us. What are you shocked with exactly? That's my question to Mama Samia. What are you shocked by? You are shocked by what? The consequences of your own machinery? You are shocked by the actions of your own appointees? You are shocked by the outcome of your own election environment? Or what are you shocked with? Because this kind of I didn't know, I want to form inquiry, this kind of tone is one of the oldest tricks in African politics. And right now we know it. The Gen Z knows it. This is another generation. Tanzanians people have woken up. It is the same thing. Let me remind you. It is the same thing, the same tone we saw with Mwai Kibaki during 2007 crisis, if you remember that. During 2007 post-election violence, it was the same tone. Mwai Kibaki said, I'm shocked. I'm saddened. It is the same tone we saw with the bias after they killed Sankara. The same tone Uhuru Kenyatta during the police killings. The same tone with William Samoei Ruto. The same tone with Kagame acting like he doesn't see disappearance because people are disappearing too in Rwanda. It's the same tone. Museveni pretending he doesn't know who ordered the torture of the oppositions. So this is an East African pattern. A soft voice is used to hide a firm hand. What happened in Kenya? We found a lot of bodies somewhere in the pipeline. But the president had tone saying that he's saddened. Oh, I'm perpendicular. I'm blah, blah. You know, these tones of trying to buy time. Okay? Now, one of the greatest African political thinkers, Professor Thandika Mkandawire, once said this: African leaders want the glory of power, but not want the responsibility that comes with their decisions. And this is exactly what I'm witnessing, or what we are witnessing, all of us. President Samia wants the legitimacy of victory. She wants the control of the state. She wants the fear that comes with the power, the authority of the office, but she does not want the blame. She does not want questions, not scrutiny or the consequences. So she wants to be a mother figure to the nation, but she doesn't want to mother the mistakes of her own administration. Come on, guys. This tone alone, let it not change what you think about these leaders. And that's not leadership. That is political acting. Okay? So when a leader forms a commission of inquiry, you already know the script. It buys time, it claims the public, it signals to international partners that something is being done. But what actually happens? Commissioners are picked. They are picked who won't go too far. Reports take months, findings are softened, the government uses the time to recognize, eventually the report releases, blames systematic failures, and end there. Nobody is punished. And then the victims gets nothing. The regime stay intact. So this tactic has been used across Africa for the last 60 years. It's a way of appearing responsible without actually being responsible. It's a way of apologizing without accountability. It's a way of showing emotion without actions. But Gen Z is not like the previous generations. They don't fear uniforms. They don't fear propaganda. Gen Z ask questions. We expose everything. Okay? So this is why government officials are panicking. And the fear that is in Samia Suluhu being questioned is that the one that is making her coming out and talking like she has been shocked or she is shocked. Her statement just sounded like she was describing someone in the government, like she's not the one. She's like as if she wasn't the one, or as if she's not the commander-in-chief, as if the military operate alone. You know, it felt like watching someone cry over a fire that she started herself. Because you cannot run a centralized state. You cannot appoint security leadership. You cannot control military budgets. Africa has moved past those excuses. So this is a playbook. Let's be real. It's an East Africa politics that has certain formula. A leader does something authoritarian, then later acts like, I didn't know. Okay? Now, I'll say this. If she was honest, if she was truthful, she would have said that I take responsibility. Under my leadership, mistakes were made. I will remove the officials who made those decisions. I will review police command structures, and I will ensure justice is being done. But she did not do that because accountability threatens power. Accountability threatened her. Admissions threatens legitimacy. She chose emotional softness. I think you are seeing the pattern. So we need to rise. We need to unite. We need to rise and see what is happening. Okay? Let's not fall under these lies and everything. Tell me what you think about that. Tell me what you think about Samia Suluhu's speech in the parliament. I'm waiting for your comments down there. This is Neo Africa.